बीजेपी Sambit Patra, SPs Gaurav Bhatia, BSP Sudhindra Bhadoria, Kamal Faruqi, independent political analyst earlier of the SP, Vivek Bansal is representing the Congress party tonight, and Ashish Khaitan of the Aam Aadmi Party. Ashish, let me start with you. Do you think the Samajwadi Party is justified in complaining about Ram Naik for what he's done with his Achhe Din message?
Can I just...
No, one second, Gaurav. Why do you want to start the debate? Let him. I'll bring
the law and order situation. The law and order situation in UP has been pretty grim, and it has been so over the last 3 years. The criminals have been having a free run.
Yeah.
It's a cocktail of criminalization, caste-based politics and corruption that's basically at the base of the deteriorating law and order situation in UP. There have been rapes, there have been murders, there have been political murders.
Right.
Women are not safe on the streets.
Right.
But having said so, it doesn't last.
Frozen.
The situation in UP because BJP itself has been the prime contributor to the bad law and order situation in UP. BJP's MLAs, MPs and the party president himself has been looking for opportunities to start communal fire, has been hunting for opportunities to start communal riots. So BJP, which itself has been playing a paramount role in making the law and order situation worse in UP, cannot raise the point of a bad law and order situation.
Yeah, I mean,
But yes, I think the governor does have a case. Governor does have a case to point out that how the women are not safe, there are murders, criminals are having a free reign, and I think he does have a point, and the administration under Akhilesh Yadav has completely collapsed.
You see, the BJP is missing Kamla Beniwal.
UP deserves better.
The BJP. No, one second. Gaurav, I'll come to you. You see, the BJP is missing Kamla Beniwal. So they have created Kamla Beniwal Part 2.
Made against the SP government.
So they have.
Allow me to present my point of view.
I will. Allow me to question the BJP. So Sambit, you're missing Kamla Beniwal. So you created Kamla Beniwal Part 2 equals Ram Naik. Or rather, should I say Kamla Beniwal square equals Ram Naik. Kamla Beniwal was interfering in the government. She was a stooge of the central government. She was returning the Lokayukt bill for political reasons. So what is Ram Naik doing now?
No, Arnab, I think Kamla Beniwal returning the Lokpal bill is well within the functions of the governor.
Gaurav, who is the other Sambit Patra who is answering on my behalf?
Because you are taking too long to answer.
You have many dummies, Samit.
No. Let me answer my question. Arnab, I mean, we all know that Governor of long has been called as a rubber stamp post. Over here, we are seeing a governor who is proactive to improve the situation in the state, which all of us agree today over here on the panel, that there is no question that the law and order situation in Uttar Pradesh is quite dismayed.
So when
speaks out that
when Yogi Adityanath started talking about love jihad and trying to divide person against person, Hindu versus Muslim, where was the governor then? Whose rubber stamp was he at that point of time? Whose rubber stamp was he at that point of time?
Arnab, the beauty is you ask anything to Aam Aadmi Party, they will jump to Delhi. And Arnab, where does love jihad come anywhere over here? I mean,
well, your openly political parties are dividing Indian against Indian, Hindu versus Muslim.
Arnab, love
attempts are made by BJP leaders to stoke communal fire. Where was Ram Naik then?
BJP office bearers have been involved in riots in UP. BJP has been involved in riots in UP. Who is Suresh Rana? Who is Suresh Rana? Who is Hukum Singh? Who is Lakshmikant Vajpayee? Who is Amit Shah?
Who is this anarchist?
Yogi Adityanath.
Who is this anarchist preaching about anarchy? Who is this anarchist preaching about anarchy?
Who is Amit Shah an anarchist or not?
Anarchist. Who is this anarchist preaching about anarchy? Who is this
anarchist or not?
I cannot see the television, but who is this anarchist?
Your MLAs, your MPs, your party president has been spreading anarchy in UP. You have been starting communal riots in UP. You have been trying to start communal riots in UP.
The party is falling into.
You have been the prime contributor. You have been the prime contributor.
Bring down your decibels. Bring down your decibels. Bring down your decibels. Let's have a civil debate. Let's have a civil debate.
You are guilty. BJP.
Let's see.
BJP is guilty of starting communal riots in UP. BJP is guilty.
Calm down. Sit down.
Sambit. You know, first of all, no, I am making two requests to Sambit Patra. I am making two requests to Sambit Patra. Sambit, I said this to Mr. Rajiv Pratap Rudy day before yesterday. Yes, you are winning. You're the dominant party. Yes. You just won an election yesterday. But I request you.
Yes.
Don't be patronizing on my program. Yes. And so don't call someone an anarchist because he disagrees with you. No. Second is everybody has a right to be heard, even if that party does not have as many seats as yours, or you feel that they are political fledglings in terms of numbers compared to yours. It does not take away the right of people to ask questions. And my question today is very clear. You said, I have one follow-up to Sambit. You said that a governor should be an apolitical figure. The governor calls a press conference. And in the press conference, he starts echoing the BJP slogan of Achhe Din. Achhi Diwali aayegi, Achhe Dino ke saath Achhi Diwali aayegi. Is he talking like a governor? Is he talking like an independent functionary when he talks about Achhe Din, Achhe Diwali aayegi? दाम कम हुए हैं, पेट्रोल का दाम कम हुआ है, और भी कम होगा, अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं. I mean, is he extending the BJP's election campaign? I just lost the line there with Sambit. It seems his line is frozen. We are going to try and get him back.
And why was RSS chief invited? Why was RSS chief invited to the governor house?
Can I come in?
Why was the RSS chief invited to the governor house?
Arnab, would you allow me?
Sure, two lines. We're having a little trouble with our signals, but yes, Gaurav Bhatia. We're having some serious trouble with our signals. Out there. Let me see who's on.
Ashish Khaitan.
Is that Gaurav?
Ashish Khaitan was talking about. Mr. Ashish Khaitan was talking about law and order situation. Let me just say this today on Times Now, Arnab. We saw how the Badaयूं rape case was handled by the political parties and even the media. Now the CBI is saying that, it was a case of honor killing. Not even Times Now has said that, the UP government at that time was correct and was properly investigating the crime. So the more important, if somebody would have read the National Crime Record Bureau data for 2013, such allegations which are baseless would not be made. Now the role of the governor is what? The constitution says that inviting a person to be the chief minister is the role of the governor. Dismissing a government is role of the governor, and he has to be apolitical. That is what the Supreme Court has said.
So where is it written governor cannot hold a press conference?
We are seeing...
Where is it written governor can't hold a press conference?
No, Arnab.
Where is it written governor can't hold a press conference?
There is a concern that the governor has.
Are you threatened by Ram Naik's press conference?
If there is a concern, I am answering, Arnab. Will you listen? Please have the patience. Now the Chief Minister, Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, has a very cordial relationship with the governor. The governor, if he has any concern, can ask for the report from the state government, and the state government would provide that report to the governor. In fact, that would help the governor in making a more informed opinion about a subject. But when you don't do that and when you just go in public domain, I think you are not helping the chair and the constitutional office that you are holding.
No, you're scared.
And this is not expected out of the governor.
What you're scared?
Not at all.
You're
Why
scared.
should we be?
No, Sambit is back, by the way. No, I think Sambit is back.
No.
Sambit, are you back? Can you hear me? Arnab here.
Arnab,
1 second.
Arnab, I think you will also agree.
No, you
will also agree.
No, I don't
If there are certain guidelines that have been laid down by none other than the Supreme Court of this country, then they needed to be adhered to. They have to
Mr.
be
Bhatia,
complied with.
Mr. Bhatia, the point here is not that
political parties.
Rapes happen in every state. That's not the point. The point here is the nexus between criminals and your government. Your government has been notorious been notorious
Absolutely
of having
incorrect,
its own
Ashish ji.
band of criminals
Absolutely
in the government.
incorrect,
You have been
Ashish ji.
patronizing criminals.
In each and every case.
You have been
in each and
patronizing
every
criminals.
case, action
You
was
have
taken,
been patronizing
strict action
criminals.
was taken,
That's the
and
problem in
fact,
UP.
Let me tell you,
The
not at all.
nexus between
Not at all.
criminals.
I think the Aam Aadmi Party
let
should
me
not
tell you,
be making these frivolous allegations, because Mr. Somnath Bharti happens to be from your party, who himself demeaned a woman, and you know that is a larger question.
Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, just listen to me.
And at that time,
Just
if I
listen to
remember
me.
correctly, the
I
Aam
would like
Aadmi
to cite the
Party
figures.
took a stand
How
that what
many
he did
criminals
was right.
fought elections on your
So,
tickets? How many criminals fought election on your
less
tickets?
than what Aam Aadmi
Arnab,
Party
could you
At
kindly
least 40
bring the whole
less than what
serious
Aam Aadmi
cases
Party
were there
gave.
Arnab.
against your candidates. I can give you the statistics.
Former law minister
Aam Aadmi
was
Party has never
involved
fielded
in
a
a
criminal.
crime against women.
Your party is
How can
notorious
you
for
talk
fielding
about
criminals
this?
in election after election.
Ashish Khaitan,
Ashish,
are we digressing?
Let me tell you.
Are we digressing? Are we digressing? 1 minute. Are we digressing? You see, are we digressing?
Akhilesh Yadav allowed criminals to come out of jail.
Ashish Khaitan, 1 second. Sambit, stop it, please. 1 second. One minute. Why are you digressing, both of you? What are we talking about? We are talking, yes, I'm coming to, 1 minute, I'm coming to Kamal Farooqui. I think both parties, Kamal Farooqui,
We are
I
talking
think,
about the role of the governor
No, we-
and his
I
powers.
want to come in.
He cannot.
Also
That is why I said it has to be a relationship.
Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, will you give shorter answers, please?
the governor.
Mr. Bhatia, this is not a speech.
I am saying.
There are two conditions I raised.
It's not
Two
a
conditions
speech.
I
I'm
must
giving
put to
you
you,
a
Mr.
one-line
Bhatia.
answer.
One is you can't go on and on.
One-line answer, Mr. Arnab
If you will
Goswami.
not stop, nobody
One-line
else will
answer to
speak.
you.
And if nobody else speaks, it will be a monologue and not a debate.
Can I
It
speak
won't
for
be.
just...
Can I just make my
Sudhindra Bhadoria, let him make his point
Can
on
I
the
make
governor.
my
Yes,
point?
Mr. Bhadoria.
You see, let me say this, the position of the governor is there to fulfill certain constitutional obligations, to see that the government functions in a constitutional manner as laid down by the Constitution of India. But if the government is failing, as has been the case in Uttar Pradesh, there have been over hundreds of communal riots, and we have seen how Muzaffarnagar riot to Saharanpur to Pratapgarh and all across Uttar Pradesh. Not only these communal riots.
The
1 second, Mr. Bhatia, let him complete.
That has taken place. And I think in that context, if the governor, though the governor should refrain from making comments which show that the governor is trying to politicize, but if he is acting in order to see that the government is not fulfilling its constitutional obligations, then the governor has certainly a right. And I think all political parties in the past have demanded this government should be dismissed, and I think the present government also owes an obligation, and this government has completely failed. Akhilesh Yadav and Mulayam Singh Yadav have completely failed the people of Uttar Pradesh.
No, Mr. Bhatia, before you respond, I will get Kamal Farooqui in. It's not fair. You know, you've been going on and on. He's had his hand raised. Let him also come in. And by the way, the Congress has not even spoken because the Congress party knows it is the master at political appointments. The Congress party knows that it is an expert at putting puppets in place. The Congress party knows its own record is so checkered and so blotted with mistakes for appointing political governors. And I'll come to you. I'm coming to you. I know that why you are silent today, because Mr. Bansal, happy to see a new Congress spokesperson on Newshour this evening. But the fact is that your record is terrible. So I'm going to come to you. I have a few questions for you as well. I find it hypocritical when political parties give each other lectures on governors. All are the same. They all want stooges, and they call each other's governors rubber stamps when it suits them, and then they put their own rubber stamps in their place. Kamal Farooqui, did Ram Naik make a mistake? Did he go too far?
Yes, he has gone too far, in fact, and I'm sorry that both Mr. Khaitan and our BJP person, in fact, has derailed the whole discussion. In fact, you had raised a very important question, and the important question was where is the Lakshman Rekha for as far as the governor is concerned. We have the written constitution as well as we have the conventions. As well as the conventions are concerned, he has to be an apolitical person. But right. At the same time, he has got certain constitutional obligation. Mr. Naik, whatever he has said, unfortunately, he has crossed that limit, and he has talked absolutely as a political man of BJP, which he should not have done it. He has talked about certain things which he is not supposed to. If he had made any comment about the law and order problem or anything, perhaps he would have been within his right. But he has gone much beyond that, and he has talked about the BJP agenda. No problem. If he was not a governor, he could have done it. But you see, we have got Mr. His Excellency the President. Yes.
No, please let Mr. Farooqi continue.
The point here is not that the governor is governor. Whether or not the governor has a point here.
Please, let
governor does have a point here.
Mr. Khaitan, you cannot derail it. Goswami Sahab, must ask him not to derail the whole discussion.
I am requesting you, Mr. Khaitan, let Mr. Farooqi complete, because we haven't even asked the SP questions. By the way, okay, let me say, I hereby accuse.
Please.
I hereby accuse all parties.
Yes, Mr. Farooqi.
All parties, including the Aam Aadmi Party, the BJP, and certainly the Congress and the SP of hypocrisy on this subject. Now, please let Mr. Farooqi continue. I have enough reason to accuse you as well, Mr. Khaitan. I'll come to you and explain this to you. We can take each other on if you want.
Okay, just give me the opportunity.
I will give you the opportunity, and I'll also tell you why I think that you also want rubber stamps when it suits you. But give me an opportunity to let Mr. Farooqi complete.
I would like to know that. Yes.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Ashish. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Farooqi, complete.
Yes.
So, Mr. Naik, the Honorable Governor has crossed his limit, and please mind it. We have got the President, His Excellency Pranab Mukherjee. Pranab Da is an old congressman. He is out and out. He's a congressman. You think that the country will run properly if he starts talking about the Congress, or he talking about the agenda, or he start talking against BJP? But he doesn't have that role to play. The Constitution is written as well as some conventions are there. He has to be a political person. Mr. Naik would have been within his right if he could have raised certain issues which has not been answered by Akhilesh government. But when he has got the daily rapport with him, he has got no right to discuss the political agenda of the press conference like this.
The most hypocritical response. The most hypocritical response of the day was that of the Congress Party, which said the UP governor should remove his RSS garb. And remember, he's a constitutional authority. So, Mr. Bansal, please tell me, you have accused the UP governor of being an RSS person in the aftermath of what has happened. What we want to know from you is, former governor of Maharashtra, Shankar Narayanan, what garb was he wearing when he refused to give sanction to the CBI to prosecute Ashok Chavan in the Adarsh scam?
You see,
was he wearing the 10 Janpat garb?
I don't think.
Or the 24 Akbar Road garb?
No. Arnav, I don't.
No. 1 minute. I haven't finished.
Yeah. Okay,
Tell me, what was he? Was a former governor of Karnataka? What's that man? He's known for controversy. H.R. Bhardwaj. What garb was he wearing when he justified the decision to recommend President's rule in Karnataka?
Yeah.
No. 1 minute. I haven't finished. What garb was Kamla Beniwal wearing when she returned the Gujarat Lokayukta bill in September, despite the Gujarat Assembly having passed it? So you understand, Mr. Bhavan,
you want me to come to
I want you now to answer.
Address issue by issue, or just
no? You understand the broad issue that you put all the rubber stamps as governors, and today you can't complain about Ram Naik.
No. First of all, if at all you say, if at all your perception is that Congress did such a wrong thing, then two wrongs don't make one right.
So you accept it? No, yesterday I had a Congress spokesperson, America Narayanan, who accepted corruption. Today you accept that you put you are accepting it.
No, you are not letting me finish.
No, but you just accepted it. Two wrongs don't make a right, means you accept you did it wrong.
I said it that your perception, if your perception is that First of all, there may have been some digressions of.
There may have been digressions. Great. I'm very happy that new Congress spokespersons day after day are revealing things. Prithviraj Chavan, America Narayanan, now Vivek Bansal.
I'm not.
Prithviraj Chavan, America Narayanan, and Vivek Bansal are speaking the truth.
One has to be very honest when you are.
I'm happy you're honest.
Yeah, no, but
other Congress spokespersons have not been so honest.
Let me complete my. First of all,
मैं तो आपको बधाई देता हूं कि आप सच कह रहे हैं कि अब तक तो ये ऐसी सच्ची
बधाई तो दीजिए, पर उसके साथ साथ मुझे आप ये भी अधिकार दीजिए कि मैं अपनी बात समाप्त कर सकूं.
जरूर.
I would like to say that when you cite the example of Mr. Naik of the Congress statement that under the garb of RSS